There it is. There it is. Back home in the studio. I got to tell you, man, there is no place like home. I love the road. I love the travel. I love the events. I love the people. I love all the things. But not as much as I love being at home. Oh my gosh, sleeping in my own bed is amazing. We're going to talk a little bit about that travel today. We're going to talk about some of the lessons learned along the way. We're also going to tap into an amazing human by the name of Shonda Rhimes. We're going to tap into that today. I've got a new challenge for everyone in this community that's going to launch in February. And so if you like doing challenges, we've got a new challenge in February. Make sure that you stay tuned for that. But ultimately, we're going to ask the question, are you ready today to decide where you're going and when you want to get there? Because ultimately, it's you versus you for real. And we're going to dive into all of that and more today. Thanks so much for being here with me. I think you're going to enjoy today's show. Good morning and welcome to the 800% Club, where we bring people together, equip them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspire you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. It's 5:30 a.m. and that means that it's time to rise, evolve, and make an impact together. Hey, good morning. How are you, my friend? Oh, I'm super stoked that you are with me today and super stoked to be back here in the studio. It looks like we've got some great numbers over on Facebook already this morning. Lots of people tuning in on a Monday morning. So super excited. Glad you stopped in, Wes. I appreciate that, Mr. Wes Storm. But for those of you over on Clubhouse, if you'd like the visual version, go ahead and click that link at the top of the room. There is no place like the studio. I know. We're going to be building a new studio, Marilyn Wilkin. We're going to be building a new studio. The hope is March 1st. So by March 1st, we will be in a new facility. We're moving into a 9,700 square foot facility, which I'm super excited about. And my guy, Michael Cirillo, is going to be coming out and helping us put together a brand new studio. But don't worry, we do have plans. This wall back here, this chalkboard, all these signatures that you see all around from people that have visited us here in the studio over the years, we do have plans to cut out. We're going to literally cut out that drywall and bring it to the new place. Yeah, Don, thank you. Of course I am. There is no way I would be where I am today if it wasn't for the signatures of the people that are on these walls right here. And so I'm not letting somebody just go paint over this. I would rather pay the money, tear the drywall out, and take it with me. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Listen, good morning. Today is Monday. That's right. Today is Russell. Today is Monday, January 30th, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday. Great morning, Liza. Monday, January 30th, 2023. And so I want to make sure we make the absolute most. And I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Listen, my name is Glenn Lundy, for those of you that don't know me, and I am coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right. We are in Lexington, Kentucky. This is home for me. I am, however, coming off of a 4-day trip. A 4-day trip that started in Atlanta, Georgia, which, man, I'm learning more and more. There's a lot of powerful people in Atlanta, man. There's something about that city, right? So it started with a day in Atlanta, Georgia, and then I spent 3 days. I have 29th on the board. Thanks for letting me know. I'll fix that. Thanks, Kimberly Hatfield. And then I spent 3 days in Dallas, Texas, which everything's bigger in Dallas, Texas, right? It's crazy. So coming off of this 4-day trip from Atlanta to Dallas, and wow, I mean, it was packed full, dude. Like, hold on, let me fix it. I got to fix this now. Y'all got me all up in my feels. Oh. There we go. That's better. Right now we're on January 30th, like we're supposed to be. Dude, it's so crazy. I messed up in my planner yesterday morning from the hotel. I messed up in my planner and had the wrong day. And I was talking to my wife. I thought yesterday was January 31st. And so it was nuts because it just gets so busy. You lose track of the days, you know? And so I thought yesterday was January 31st. And I was telling my wife that. And she's like, dude, it's the 29th. I'm like, wow. Well, I'm so busy that I can't keep track of the days. But at the same time, I was so busy and I just gained 2 more days. I thought we were at the end of the month and we had 2 more days left. I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. So listen, the last few days were packed. I mean, packed full. Wednesday morning is, of course, always CMA Day in our community. So Carter Myers Automotive Group, the most amazing automotive group in the United States of America. I get the opportunity to work with the associates of Carter Myers, as well as the owner and the leaders of Carter Myers Automotive. And so Wednesday started off with some great conversations with Miss Liza Myers-Borges, who is just an incredible powerhouse. I'll talk a little bit more about her here in a little bit. So we started Wednesday, with the CMA Day, and then we left at 5 in the morning and flew down to Atlanta. And then once we landed in Atlanta, we had the opportunity, the gift of Atlanta traffic, driving from Atlanta down to Cumming, Georgia. Now, I call the traffic in Atlanta a gift. I do. I call it a gift. It doesn't feel like a gift. It doesn't feel like a gift when you're in the traffic. It feels like torture is kind of what it feels like when it takes you an hour and 25 minutes. That's what it took us. It took an hour and 25 minutes to travel about 20 miles, I guess it is. So it doesn't feel like a gift, but in the reality, it's a gift. It's a gift to be alive in 2022. It's a gift to have the opportunity to travel. It's a gift to have these things called automobiles that can get us from point A to point B. I guess it would be a little bit slower if we walked if we walked 20 miles. It'd probably take us a little bit longer than the hour and a half that it took us on Wednesday, right? But did the traffic thing and then went down to Beaver Toyota. And Beaver Toyota with my guy Patrick Abad. He's just an incredible human, and got to spend the day with all of his people, and they were just phenomenal, right? Just absolutely phenomenal. Then from there, after we did the drive, after we did the traffic, after we did all of that, it made me think, and I was looking at how Patrick has been able to scale Beaver Toyota. They've grown 600%, I guess, in the last 3.5 years, right? I was looking at that, and then I was comparing it to kind of the traffic and the way that Atlanta has grown, and they've scaled. And I'm like, well, what's the difference? Why is it that Beaver Toyota has been able to scale smoothly, Atlanta not as smoothly? And so here's what I'm going to have to say. This is your first note for today. There's always going to be takeaways from our shows. So listen, if you want to scale anything, are you ready? If you want to scale anything, if you want to scale your income, if you want to scale your business, if you want to scale your network, anything that you want to scale, if you want to scale anything, you need to start with the infrastructure, I guess is how you say that, right? You want to start with the infrastructure. Like, know what you need when it comes to scaling. What are you going to need? What are the next pieces going to be? Like, take some time to know what you need. You need to know what you need before you need it. So when it comes to scaling, when it comes to growing something, you need to build to where you're going. All right? The guy, Wayne Gretzky, when he was talking about hockey, they were talking about how good he is. He says, I don't care where the puck is. I'm not interested in where the puck is. All I'm focused on is where's the puck going. I want to position myself where the puck is going, not where it's at. And I see this all the time, man, especially in the auto space. I see a lot of people that are like, well, once I get to here, then I'll build this. I'll add this. I'll invest in this. And I'm telling you right now, no. Look. Build to where you're going. See, we're stepping into a 9,700 square foot facility. I don't need a 9,700 square foot facility today. There's 12 of us, right? There's 12 of us. That's 800 square feet 800 square feet per person, right? That's huge. Right now, the place we're in is like 1,200 square feet. We technically fit in here. We don't need 9,700 square feet, but I'm building to where we're going. See, I can see the dream. I can see the vision. I don't want the congestion. I don't want the traffic. I don't want it to take people an hour and 30 minutes to travel in our space through our business a short distance. I don't want that. We need to speed up the time so that people can transact. We need to inspire our employees by building to where we're going, not to where we are. Does that sound fair? So listen, after that, after we were, after we spent the time down there in Atlanta, we had a great day. Then we were able to fly private. My guy, Patrick Abad, he got us on his, jet account or whatever he's got with the business there. And we flew private from Atlanta to Dallas. Now, when we landed in Dallas, it was cool because, the cars came out on the tarmac. We literally step off this private jet, step into these cars. They take me away to our fabulous hotel. It was a beautiful hotel there in Dallas, and immediately dropped off my bag and ran over to Experience NADA, which the very first thing I walked into is our one and only Liza Myers-Borges on the stage in a room, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And she's up there with a bunch of dudes in a industry that is totally like dude ran. I guess it's the best way to describe it. It's heavy at the top, like the auto industry. There's a lot of dudes, and Liza's up there on the stage, and she's just crushing it, man. She's just crushing it. I was loving it, man. And I saw this woman. She moved through this entire bit. They had her on different stages. She spoke at different things. And she's just, it's so crazy, man. Scott Simons introduced me to Liza many, many years ago. And she's just this tiny little thing. Liza's can't be, what is Liza? She's got to be 5'2" and 80 pounds or something. She's just this tiny little woman, man, but golly, she's got a powerful presence. It's incredible. It really is incredible. As a matter of fact, I was talking to, I got the honor of spending a little conversation with her dad. This is her dad right here in the middle of this picture, and on the outside is the organization that we just signed up for, our 800% Club. We just signed up for the stores with Stephen Jarrell there and the rest of his organization. So we're excited about that. But I was talking to Carter Myers about Liza, man, and it's phenomenal to see someone who her physical presence is small, and yet you cannot deny when she's in the room. So I share that with you. If you're taking notes this morning, we talked about building to where you're going, but I also want you to understand how important it is to be authentic and true to yourself and your vision. Don't build to where someone else says you should go. Don't build on somebody else's ideas or thoughts or dreams or platforms. You, man. Liza is authentically Liza, and you see it, man. And it was just powerful the way that she the way that she speaks, the way that she's clear on her vision of where the puck is going. I mean, what she has to share for our industry, it was powerful, right? So we can all take that lesson. What's up, Josh Mitchell? Great to see you. So we all take that lesson today as well. All right, so showed up, jump into NADA. Liza's on the stage. She's running the freaking room. It's amazing. There's nearly like 70,000 people at this thing, all right? There's like 70,000 people gathered to gain wisdom, to gain insight, to make new connections. I mean, I had to have shaken, I guess would be the word. I had to have shaken, I don't know. I had to have shaken probably 1,000 people's hands. Maybe not that many, but it felt like a lot, man. And I got to see all of my auto fam. And most importantly, maybe not most importantly, but equally as importantly, to the networking and the learning and all of those things, it was huge brand awareness for 800% Elite Auto. See, what we did is we took 7 of us. So there was 7 of us. Is that right? 7 plus Pat. Yeah. So there was 7 of us all wearing matching outfits, right? We had the exact same polo, same pants, same hats, same backpacks. And so we took the 7 of us and we went out there with we had a couple goals, but a primary goal was to gain attention, right? We wanted to gain attention and awareness. Here is 800% Club. What is 800% Club? Those types of things, right? So by moving in a pack and walking through the crowd, we were able to reach a lot more people, right? Versus being stationary in one spot with a booth. Not saying that's not valuable. We may do that next year. But we were moving through in a unit that drew attention, right? And that all of that attention paid off, and I'll share that here in a second. Now, here's what we also did. We also ran 6 ads. So as you can see, if you're watching the live right here, for those of you that are in Clubhouse, if you want to click over, you can see, this is the crew, and we're walking through. We're all, matching. And while we're there live at the event, I'm recording little clips and videos of us at the event, different recognizable areas, and we're turning these into ads that my team is then pushing out through Facebook, right, and Google, so that these ads are showing up. So people that were at the event. So here's what we did. We took a 5-mile radius from the event itself, 5-mile radius. We excluded anybody that was a resident. So we didn't waste any money on people that lived there. It was only people that were there from out of town, which is most likely the people there for the event. And we ran ad after ad after ad after ad after ad. We actually had 6 completely different ads with completely different looks. But all of the ads, us in our gear, completely matching. So then when people were within that 5-mile radius, they're getting banged on their phone every time they're on Facebook, right? They see 800%, 800%, 800%, 800%, 800%, 800%. Then they go walking into the elevator and boom, there's the cruise of 800%. Or they're walking through a restaurant and they see 800%, 7 of us walking across the street. Or they're walking through the event itself and they see 800%, 800%. And they're like, bro, what is 800%? What is 800%? So we're sparking conversations everywhere, right? We're sparking conversations everywhere. What are we doing? We're getting attention. I just want more attention. I want more attention, because as we get more attention, as we get to connect with more people, everything that we have, everything that you want, everything that you desire, everything that we're trying to scale, it belongs to other people, right? Other people have what you need. They have the resources, they have the money, they have the connections, they have the doors. So you got to get attention. So here's your note. Okay, we're taking notes this morning. Here's your note. Here's your takeaway. What are you doing to drive attention? See, while I was there, I did tons of interviews. I did interviews at different booths. Liza texted me at one point. She could hear me somewhere across this big forum because I was standing on the techie on stage. And I was like, we are here. 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 Like just yelling, just drawing attention. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What are you doing to draw attention? I don't care whether you own your own business, you work for someone else. You see, when you draw attention, when you can bring in that attention, you can bring in business. Everywhere we went, we were role playing in the streets, which drew attention. We were role playing in restaurants, which drew attention. See, we made a decision going into this thing that we were going to get as many eyeballs on us as humanly possible. That was the decision that we made. And then we paid to execute it. So to give you a quick example, it cost me $15,000 just to be there for me and my team. $15,000, hotel, airfare, etc. Cost $15,000. Cost me another $15,000 to market that we were there. Just running ads, to run ads for 3 days, right? So it cost me $15,000 to run the ads. It cost me $15,000 to get the team there. I spent $30,000 for 3 days to gain what? Attention. I spent $30,000 for 3 days to gain attention. And that investment of $30,000, our return on that already, not counting the leads that we have for this week, not counting the new relationships, not counting the new connections, not counting new clients that are going to sign up this week, not counting any of that, just actual received, agreed connections. That $30,000 investment got us a return right at $500,000. 30,000 becomes $500,000 in 3 days because we made a decision that we were going to get attention. What are you doing to get attention? Grant Cardone recently said the number one job, the number one role of the CEO of a company, the number one role is marketing. Attention for you and attention for your brand. When you decide to get in the game, everyone wins. Again, I don't care if you work for somebody, with somebody, or you have people working for you. Attention. You must decide to get in the game. Listen, Grant kind of says it like this. He says, best known beats best. And here's what he means by that.
Think Starbucks sells the best coffee? Please, it's nasty, but it's close, and I know what I'm getting when I get there. McDonald's, they don't sell the best hamburger, close and available. Now, notice Amazon's gonna drop it to you, so you don't have to go get it because they don't trust you on the way over there. Right or wrong? Remember Zappos? Remember when Zappos had this little lead? Free shipping both ways. So what? It's gone. Now everybody expects free shipping. Remember when you waited for a taxi cab? When was that? How many people on this planet complained about having to wait on a dirty cab? If you can close the distance between an idea and money, you'll get rich.
See, so Grant breaks it down. You don't have to necessarily have the best product. Now, I do believe we have the best product, so that's just a bonus for us. But those people that decided to do business with us, they didn't decide to do business with us because we have the best product. There was over 500 products there for them to choose from. They don't know which one's the best product. Until they try it, experience it, and put it in their stores, they don't know what the best product is. What they do know is that they saw me 8 times on Thursday. They saw me on their feed 12 times on Friday. They saw me on their feed 15 times on Saturday. They saw my team walking around. They saw that we were there. They saw that we existed. We got their attention, and by getting their attention, they were able to flow us the resources we need to continue to move our company forward. Some of you say, I don't have $30,000 to spend in 3 days. Dude, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they're all free, bro. We just happen to target this one particular event with our product. You can grab attention, do a podcast, volunteer to be on other people's podcasts. Like, go get attention. Stop making excuses. Just decide. This is what you're going to do and make it happen. And that's the question I have for you today. When are you going to decide to make that decision? You see, you have to understand this whole game is you versus you. It's you versus you. In today's world, it's you versus you. So who's going to win? Average version of you, below average version of you, above average version of you, or the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be? That's the question I have for you this morning. Now, listen, we're supposed to dance, and I'm supposed to say good morning to you, and I'll do all those things. It's what we do on every show. But I'm already 25 minutes in. We ain't got time for all that. All right, so no dancing today. Just know that you need to get up and get moving. I will, however, say good morning to Yvette Searson. I'm so glad you're here today. Julio Soto, thanks for being here. Sean Weatherby, Marilyn Wilkins, Shelly Jane. Shout out to the entire BWC, all of my moderators that took care of me last week while I was traveling, making sure everything is smooth up in here. Of course, Ramon and Pastor Jeff and Marilyn and Christina and Dora Maria and Megan and TM and Aday and Scott Simons, Brandon and Lolita, Justin and Renee and Yin and Renee and Kate and Larissa and all y'all. And then Kevin Fadley, I will say good morning to you, and Lisa Cook and Angela Heath and Ryan Gallagher and Amy Myers. So I will say hello to Alexander Perry and, of course, Young Johnson, who's here with me today as well, and Tarika Simmons. I got to say good morning to you. Okay. All right, Robin, good morning to you as well. But listen, as we transition into February, we have a new challenge. All right, and we are going to be diving into a book together as a community. All right, the book that we are going to be diving in together is a book called The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. Now, the reason that this book matters so much to what we're talking about this morning is Shonda Rhimes made a decision. She is the creator of Grey's Anatomy. She's also the creator of Scandal. And in this book, Year of Yes, Shonda Rhimes shares her memoir about the personal transformation that took place when she decided, she made a decision. She decided to say yes to new opportunities and challenges. Let me give you a little sneak peek into Shonda Rhimes and how her brain works and why this is going to be powerful for you and for me moving forward through February.
I think a lot of people dream, and while they are busy dreaming, the really happy people, the really successful people, the really interesting, engaged, powerful people are busy doing. Dreams are lovely, but they are just dreams. But dreams do not come true just because you dream them. It's hard work that makes things happen. It's hard work that creates change.
I think that hard work and being a doer and taking every opportunity that comes your way, whether or not it seems like the most amazing one, is the way to go.
Ditch the dream and be a doer, not a dreamer. Maybe you know exactly what it is you dream of being, or maybe you're paralyzed because you have no idea what your passion is. The truth is, it doesn't matter. You don't have to know. You just have to keep moving forward. You just have to keep doing something, seizing the next opportunity, staying open to trying something new. It doesn't have to fit your vision of the perfect job or the perfect life. Perfect is boring, and dreams are not real. Just do. Do something until you can do something else. I did not dream of being a TV writer. I wanted to be Nobel Prize winning author Toni Morrison. That was my dream. I blue skied it like crazy. I dreamed and dreamed, and while I was dreaming, I was living in my sister's basement. And I thought I could dream about being Toni Morrison, or I could do. Years later, I had dinner with Toni Morrison. That never would have happened if I hadn't stopped dreaming of becoming her and gotten busy becoming myself.
Every room you enter, you belong in. You're not supposed to not be somewhere. You're not the person who doesn't belong. You're not the person who should be sitting in the back of the room. If you're in that room, you're supposed to be in that room. You're probably the smartest person in that room, and act like it.
Whenever we can, we should be lifting one another up, because lifting someone up is what lifts us.
This woman is absolutely brilliant, and in her memoir, The Year of Yes, she breaks down, she teaches us how to say yes when things are scary. She teaches us how to embrace vulnerability. She teaches us how important it is to practice self-care and be confident when we look in the mirror. She teaches us to set boundaries in our life with our time and with our energy. She teaches us to confront our fears and any obstacles that get in the way. She teaches us to surround ourselves with positive people. She teaches us how to embrace change and how to be authentic. She teaches us how to practice gratitude and how to celebrate success. Basically, what Shonda Rhimes has done in her memoir is she's created a roadmap. It's basically a formula. It's a consistent formula, one that I've seen over and over and over and over and over again, executed by some of the most successful people on the planet. But here's the thing. The roadmap is great, but you have to decide to execute on it. Stop dreaming and start doing. It's you versus you. So my question is, will you say yes to being the best version of yourself? Will you join me? If you want to join me in February, text the word Shonda. That's like Honda with an S in front. Text the word Shonda to 859-208-2351. Text the word Shonda, Honda with an S in the front, to 859-208-2351. And I'm going to leave this number up here on the screen as we sign out so that you have time. And what we're going to do is you're going to join a community, and all of us all around the globe, we're going to agree to read this book, Year of Yes, together. And as we're reading through the book, there's going to be some prompts that I'm going to give you in the month of February, some challenges that I'm going to give you, some opportunities for you to say yes, for you to go out and enjoy your yes, to step into your decision. Because I believe I was placed on this planet to bring people together, equip them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspire you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average version, not an above average version, not a little bit below average version, but the best, the absolute best. And so instead of just reading this book, taking in the wisdom and the experience and rolling on and continuing to grow my business and in my relationships and in my experience, I want us to do this together. So text the word Shonda. That's Shonda. It is like Honda with an S in the front. Text the word Shonda to 859-208-2351 if you want to make a decision today to continue to lean in and become the best version of yourself you can possibly be. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here this morning. We're going to be diving into this book all week. We're going to be talking about this book the rest of this week right here in this show. So go grab yourself a copy. You can order it on Amazon. Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. You can grab it on Amazon, or you can listen to the Audible. She reads the Audible. She does a phenomenal job of that. But let's run through this together. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Let's finish January strong. Let's kick off February. And let's continue to grow. Listen, friends, if nobody's told you yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. I really, really do. I absolutely stinking love you. So thanks for joining me right here this morning, for taking time out of your life to share this space. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to head over to Clubhouse, which is another app that can be used to get attention, so that you can go where the puck is going, not where it is. And so you can stop dreaming and start doing. But I'm going to go over to Clubhouse. We're going to have more conversations around this. So if you're watching live, it's now 6:07 a.m., January 30th. You can come join us on Clubhouse. If you're watching a replay, our Clubhouse room's open till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you're watching outside of that, come back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do this all over again. Does that sound fair? All right, cool. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And for those of you on Clubhouse, see you in a sec. Peace.
Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind, grind. morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'ma wake the world. It's so alarming. I hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation.